Hello everybody, it's me again, and I'm going to go over two items in my collection. This is almost a continuation video of the American military rounds video I just uploaded last night. If you've seen that video, you notice that I mentioned I had two 40mm grenades, which could have fallen into that category. And I said I'd do a separate video, so here it is. First off, this is a 40 by 56mm high velocity. Now, just so you know, this round is a model of a high explosive round, but it's made of plastic. So I still house it in here until I can get a real one. But this is an accurate representation of the size of the projectile. So, I mean, just for a random comparison, here's a .44 Magnum in comparison, so it does pack a punch. This would be used in the Mark 19 automatic grenade launcher, which superseded the Mark 18. And this case is a high explosive case, and you can see where there's no head stamp, but you can see where the firing pin struck the primer. And the casing really isn't that big either. So, if you notice, the George Roth, which is my first video I did on, it's almost the same height, just barely smaller, by 1mm to be exact. So, this has the original link on it, so that this would be on a belt, like in a machine gun. And, yeah, this is the higher velocity counterpart. Now here, this would be a 40 by 46mm. 40 by 46mm. However, I actually did some research and I found out, it took me a while to figure out what this was. I knew it was 40mm. However, the 40 by 46 casing is a lot taller than this. So I was like, oh great, I ordered this online. I ordered both of these online from the same place, and I was like, oh great, they sent me a cut down shell. Well, that's not actually the truth. Smoke rounds and illumination rounds actually have a shorter casing, but the projectile has a very long plastic case, and it comes out of the front, so it generates extra pressure that way. This is, of course, the lower velocity, and this is, even though it's hollow plastic, an actual training round. It has a big number 7 in there. This is an actual training round, it's just this isn't the right case for it. However, I keep the training round in the case. But eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to get an illumination projectile for it. So this is the only case I have, and possibly the only case in existence where the diameter is bigger than the height. Because this is 40mm and this is around 36mm tall, and it's not by much, but it's one of the only cases I have where the diameter is actually bigger than the case itself. This one is very small. I mean, it's like, heck, I don't know, a shot glass or a teacup or something. I mean, I'll try and give you an accurate representation. Let me show you that .44 Magnum again. I mean, it's as tall as it. Obviously, it's a lot wider than the .44 Magnum, but it's still very short. And this particular low velocity grenade, this series of them, sports the high-low system, which is a high velocity, low pressure. Now this still flies only at around 250 feet per second. However, for having a case this big, that's not bad at all. If you look here, there's a little bump or a knob, and there's a very small amount of explosives, and it sits in that knob, and it builds up pressure like continuously until it breaks the copper lining, and then it builds up in here in the case and pushes the projectile outwards, with having minimal or negligible recoil and a smaller case overall. So that means lighter, smaller, carry more, but it manages to push at 250 feet per second, which is more than enough to get the job done for what it's intended. So I hope you learned something today. I'm going to be doing more of these. They're actually kind of fun, and I'll see you guys next time.